Today, we are going to be learning how to make a couple different things just to help to reduce our plastic consumption. We're trying to get to zero plastic. So this week, I did have to go out to the store and buy some whole milk and some yogurt and some almond milk as well, or not almond milk, some almonds. The almonds I was able to buy from Whole Foods without any plastic, but the whole milk and the yogurt I did have to buy in plastic. But in the future, I should only need to be able to buy my milk, and I won't need to use these plastic containers for the yogurt anymore. So I'm going to start with making the yogurt. And to put in 8 cups of whole milk. So this one holds 4 cups. And I have to warm this over the stove at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to put it into this big saucepan. More of these. I'm going to take that over to the stove, and I'm going to make sure that that stays at 200. Actually, that's going to be in the oven because that way I can control the temperature. And that will make sure that it doesn't boil, but it's going to change the consistency of the protein. So it's going to change the protein structure, and I think that's what helps it allow for making a good yogurt. I'm using an organic whole milk. I'm trying to use high quality and like rich whole milk so that I can have a really tasty yogurt. You could use something that is low fat or 2%. Be right back. So that's going to heat for a while, and while that's warming, I'm going to begin the almond milk. So overnight, I put some almonds in water. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this mesh filter to strain out the almonds from the water. I'm going to basically rinse them out. So I'm going to start with that. Now I'm pretty sure I've got 2 cups here, but I didn't really pay attention to try to remember last night. So I'm going to make sure I still got yeah, 2 cups. So to the 2 cups, to any amount, you have to pretty much double the amount of water that you add. And so I'm going to put these in the blender. And I'm going to add double the amount of water. So that means I'm going to need 4 cups of water. cups. Get it all in the container. And I'm going to blend these. The next step is basically we're going to have to take all of that was blended together and we're going to have to put them in. I have to take out all the solids and separate them from the liquids. So this is what I've done now. I have this mesh I'm going to set here, and I'm going to pour in bits of the mixture. Now I could have added to the mixture, I could have added a number of different things like cinnamon, vanilla, sugar, maple syrup, whatever you like. I like to eat mine plain or drink mine plain to be nice and fresh and clean. And then if I want to add something else to it, I'll do it by the cup. So I probably added too much in there at once because remember, you're going to have to push the liquid through the solids. So I usually just use my fingertips. I just push in against. Some of the solids are going to escape over that. I can see that. But see, here's the solids. Let me show you what they look like. Let me start again. That wasn't a very good effort on my part. Let me take some of the liquid back in here. Because we've got a lot of solids in there. So I'm just going to continue to work on that. And what ends up in the bowl, I'm just going to be putting back into a container that I used in the past. You could use any type of container. But again, our goal is to not have to buy any more of these containers that are made of plastic. So I'll put the liquid in the container, and the solids I'm going to save to make something like maybe some muffins or brownies. So thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you later with the follow-up on the milk. Once it's warm, we'll continue and make our yogurt. It's paused. Okay, so I'm back and I'm ready to finish with the milk, making the yogurt. So as you recall, I had put the milk in the oven and warmed it to 200 degrees Fahrenheit in order to change the protein structure of the milk. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this milk and put it into a cup or a bowl. I think the bowl will work better because I need to whisk it. And to that little tiny bit, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of yogurt. So you just follow your recipe that I gave you. So the idea is just to take a little bit of the milk to just make sure that that yogurt doesn't have any clumps before I add this mixture to the rest of the milk. And the next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to keep this warm. I'm going to incubate it kind of for the next 4 hours at a given temperature, which I'll share with you in a bit. That's nicely mixed. So for 4 hours, I have to allow that to incubate, and that allows the yogurt cultures to do their work, and the yogurt will start thickening and having a new flavor. It'll become yogurt from this little bit of yogurt with milk mixed together. Okay, I think that's pretty well mixed. So as I said, I'm going to add that to the rest of the milk and then incubate it. So I'm going to just check here really quick on what I want to do with temperature I'm going to incubate this at. Okay, it says 4 hours as long as overnight to set. And that's just at about 110 degrees. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it back in the oven on warm and leave it for 4 hours or more. All right. I will come back to you later to show you the end result. Thank you.